How to think like a philosopher, developing critical thinking skills. Introduction. Welcome to Sage Sessions, where we explore the fascinating world of philosophy and its practical applications in our daily lives. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic: how to think like a philosopher, developing critical thinking skills. Whether you're navigating personal decisions, professional challenges, or simply trying to understand the world around you, critical thinking is an invaluable skill. So let's explore what it means to think like a philosopher and how you can sharpen your critical thinking abilities. What is critical thinking? Critical thinking is the ability to analyze information objectively and make reasoned judgments. It involves evaluating sources such as data, facts, observable phenomena, and research findings. Good critical thinkers can draw reasonable conclusions from a set of information and discriminate between useful and less useful details for solving problems or making decisions. The philosophical approach to thinking. Philosophers are experts in critical thinking because they constantly question assumptions, explore different perspectives, and seek logical consistency in arguments. Let's break down some core techniques philosophers use to enhance their thinking. 1. Questioning assumptions. 2. Analyzing argument. 3. Clarifying concepts. 4. Reflective skepticism. 5. Open-mindedness. One of the first steps in thinking like a philosopher is to question assumptions. Assumptions are the beliefs or statements we take for granted without proof. Philosophers challenge these assumptions by asking probing questions. Example. Consider the assumption, money buys happiness. A philosopher might ask, what do we mean by happiness? Is happiness the same for everyone? Can money contribute to happiness in some ways but not others? By questioning assumptions, we can uncover deeper truths and avoid faulty reasoning. Analyzing arguments. Philosophers spend a lot of time analyzing arguments. An argument consists of premises that lead to a conclusion. To think critically, we need to evaluate the validity and soundness of these arguments. Validity vs. soundness. Validity: an argument is valid if the conclusion logically follows from the premises. However, this doesn't mean the premises are true. Soundness: an argument is sound if it is valid and the premises are true. See example. Premise 1, all humans are mortal. Premise 2, Socrates is a human. Conclusion: Socrates is mortal. This argument is both valid and sound. But what if we encounter an invalid argument? Argument example. Premise 1, all cats are animals. Premise 2, some animals are dogs. Conclusion: some cats are dogs. Here, the conclusion does not logically follow from the premises, making the argument invalid. By practicing argument analysis, we can identify logical fallacies and strengthen our reasoning. Clarifying concepts. Philosophers also focus on clarifying concepts. This involves defining terms clearly and precisely to avoid misunderstandings. Example. Consider the concept of freedom. What does freedom mean? Is it merely the absence of constraints, or does it also involve the ability to pursue one's goals? By clarifying concepts, we can ensure that discussions are based on shared understandings, reducing confusion and enhancing meaningful dialogue. Reflective skepticism. Reflective skepticism is about maintaining a questioning attitude. Philosophers don't accept claims at face value, they seek evidence and reasons to support or refute them. Example. If someone claims technology is making us less social, a philosopher would ask, what evidence supports this claim? Are there studies that show technology improves social connections in some ways? What are the counter-arguments? Reflective skepticism helps us avoid gullibility and promotes informed decision-making. Open-mindedness. Open-mindedness is crucial in philosophical thinking. It involves being willing to consider different viewpoints and change one's mind in light of new evidence or compelling arguments. Example. Con. In a debate about climate change, an open-minded thinker would listen to all sides of the argument, Evaluate the evidence presented by each side. Be willing to adjust their position if new, credible evidence emerges. Open-mindedness fosters intellectual humility and continuous learning. Practical tips for developing critical thinking skills. Now that we've explored philosophical techniques for critical thinking, let's look at some practical tips to develop these skills. 1. Practice active listening. Pay close attention to what others are saying without immediately forming a response. This helps in understanding different perspectives. 2. Ask open-ended questions instead of asking questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Ask questions that require deeper thought and explanation. 3. Engage in discussions and debates. Participating in thoughtful discussions and debates can help you test your ideas and refine your thinking. 4. Read widely and critically. Read books, articles, and papers on various topics. Critically analyze the arguments presented and consider different viewpoints. 5. Reflect on your thinking process. Regularly take time to reflect on your own thinking. Are you questioning assumptions? Are you open to new ideas? Are you evaluating evidence critically? Conclusion. Thinking like a philosopher involves developing critical thinking skills that enable you to question assumptions, analyze arguments, clarify concepts, practice reflective skepticism, and maintain open-mindedness. By incorporating these techniques into your daily life, you can enhance your ability to think clearly, make informed decisions, and understand the world more deeply. Thank you for joining us on Sage Sessions. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the world of philosophy. Let us know in the comments what topics you'd like us to explore next. Until next time, keep questioning, keep thinking, and stay curious.